Traditions and customs are national treasure. Kazakh people observe traditions over many centuries. The great steppe is an amulet of the country. You can watch the customs and traditions of the Kazakhs in the Modern Nomads program.
Our today's program is dedicated to the theme about a child and a mother in a Kazakh family. Ethnographers and culture experts regarded Kazakh people's life as a large family system. What is a large family system? Our ancestors used to live as a close-knit community. Children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, daughters and daughters-in-law. About 10 people could live as one family. It is the basis of the family system. Therefore, every person in a family had their own place and role. For example, there are a number of traditions and customs devoted to a mother and a child, and they are the most thoughtful ones.
Көптеген үлкен бір жөн жобалардан, рәсімдерден тұратын ғұрып деп аталатын.
In folklore, a set of major traditions, which is called a custom consisting of common rules, is considered as family traditions. Family traditions were specifically studied and divided into branches and systems in folklore. They were first studied and divided into systems by the scientist Kinjekhan Matizhanov. And after that, they were separated as wedding traditions, traditions devoted to children's upbringing, funeral traditions, and became a large scientific branch and were widely studied. If to compare with these scientific concepts, the custom Qursaq, shashu, a celebration devoted to a baby in a mother's womb, literally throwing gifts for a baby in a mother's womb, had its own role in Kazakh people's life. We take notice of the big responsibility of Kazakh nomads for their newborn babies. Generation was taken before a baby was born, and this can be seen in the people's traditions, customs and common rules. One of these is Qursaq shashu. Qursaq shashu is one of the major ones among family traditions. The first tradition devoted to a mother and a child. Why? Because throwing gifts is a celebration of the beginning of pregnancy and is the brightest and happiest moments in a mother's life. This is true for the whole family. It is on the one hand announcing of good news and on the other protecting from the evil eye. A woman is paid much attention to and is cared greatly for from the first day of pregnancy. They try to revive her spirit. They cook her favorite meals and organize feasts. These are all done for the future generation.
Не үшін жасалады? Ол қалай пайда болды деген мәселеге келетін болсақ, ең алғаш жаңа түскен келін бүкіл халықтың, жұрттың назарында болады.
Why do they celebrate Qursaq shashu? If to answer the question about the origin of the custom, a newly married daughter-in-law is always in the public eye, especially a mother of an extended family or other respected daughters-in-law of that family who have been in marriage for long, took care of the young daughter-in-law, and when they have known that she is pregnant and her belly started to grow. She tells her mother-in-law about it and other women of that family. Mothers gather and invite like-minded mothers who have a lot of children and raised well-bred sons and daughters, girls and women of that children, and make a feast. It starts with a celebration. Special cattle are cut, and they talk with each other and sing songs and cook different meals. Meals are cooked, songs are sung, speeches are given. All is devoted to a young future mother. They aim to find out the food she develops a sudden urge for. These are all about determining what she craves for. Then they tell about their experiences and how they manage pregnancy and how the young future mother should take care of herself. Their recommendations include regarding care, precautionary measures during pregnancy.
Оның дүниеге келгенге дейінгі күтіну, сақтану шаралары іске асырылады. Соны ақыл кеңес беріледі.
Qursaq shashu is called Qursaq toy, a feast devoted to a baby in a mother's womb as well. The purpose of arranging it is to satisfy a future mother's craving. If they crave for certain food for a long time, it is called Etekke, when she cannot eat normally. To find craved food was a task, first of all, of a mother-in-law and other daughters-in-law of that family. They used to believe that a child given birth by a mother could not satisfy her food cravings and was weak. It is proven in science as well. There are a lot of concepts associated with cravings during pregnancy. They told us that in ancient times, mothers of heroes used to crave for a heart of a wolf or a lion. They say that a child of a mother who craved for fruit and berries is quick-witted and easygoing.
Атақты Бауыржан атамыздың келіні Зейнеп Ахметов апамыздың бір жазғаны бар. Ұлағатты ене көргенді ене.
The daughter-in-law of Baujan Mamushali, Zeynep Akhmetova, wrote the following: a clear-headed mother-in-law, a well-rounded mother-in-law, an honorable mother who cares about the future of the family, introduced her young daughter-in-law with life principles in the way of managing pregnancy and giving birth to a child.
Болашақ табиғатпен, өзінің туған топырағымен, туған топырағындағы тауымен, тасымен, өзенімен, көлімен, ата-бабасынан қалған үлкен ұлағат өнегесімен таныс болу керектігі ананың құлағына сіңдіріледі. Ана арқылы баласына беріледі дейді. Мысалы,
They told the young mother that a child who is not born yet should get to know nature, soil, mountains, stones, rivers, and lakes of his homeland, and the wisdom his ancestors left to the generation. When a mother-in-law finds out that her daughter-in-law is pregnant, she says, "Look at the mountains. When you look at them, your spirit will revive. Then a baby in your womb will become great-hearted and noble-minded. Look at the beautiful flowers. Look at the mellow grass. And your baby will be attractive, well-built, and amiable. Will you clean this spring? Then your baby will be virtuous, sensitive, and a wonderful person." It is a tradition and upbringing.
адам жанын түсінетін ғажап жан болып өседі. Көрдіңіз бе? Осының барлығы тағылым, тәрбие.
Our ancestors who moved from one place to another during the 12 months of the year placed strong emphasis on the traditions associated with a mother and a child. For example, they knew about a traditional and scientifically proven method of taking care of premature babies and making them grow and develop at a healthy pace long ago. What kind of method was that? Our ancestors used to put a premature baby in a turmak, a fur hat. Turmak, made of foxskin, was a sacred place as a mother's womb for prematurely born babies. Warm and cozy, turmaks provided all conditions for babies to grow healthy.
Кей жағдайларда, мысалы, дүниеге келетін сәби өзінің уақытысынан бұрын босанып.
There were situations when a baby was born before its due date, and these Kazakh people had their own customs to be performed. They had their own beliefs of taking care of prematurely born babies till their due date. Usually babies who, being born 9 months and 10 days, were born on their due date. After growing strong, were put in a bisik, a cradle for a newborn. And sometimes a baby can be prematurely born. What do they do in these cases? According to the ancient customs, it was believed that a baby was taken care by being put in turmak until he gets stronger. They say he or she is prematurely born and grew in a tumak. What does this mean? According to our grandmothers and mothers and our research, it has a deep idea. Why did they put it in a tumak? A tumak is a fur hat.
Аналарымыздан естуіміз бойынша, және өзіміздің зерттеп білуіміз бойынша, оның мұнда да үлкен мағына жатыр. Неге тымаққа салады? Мұндағы бірінші мәселе, мұндағы тымақ бас киім.
The baby put in a tumak is placed on the top of kirigia, wooden lattice forming a circular wall of the yurt. Each day it is shifted from one lattice to another one. When it reaches the last lattice, the baby was taken out of it and put in a cradle. This means that the baby is strong enough to be put in a cradle. In general, the practical and traditional principle of putting a prematurely born baby in a tumak has been deeply ingrained in our traditions. Therefore, this method does not lag behind and is used by our people until today.
Жас сәбидің жетілуі үшін, оның жаңағы ер адамның басына.
People choose a valuable and solemn hat, a tumak that men wear to put a baby in it for a reason. There are a lot of other hats as borik, a fur cap, malakhai, ear flaps hat, and tagiya, a skull cap. But they used only tumaks. There's a point in doing so. There are several types of tumaks. Only the tumaks made of foxskin were used, as making this kind of tumak requires special skills. My own grandmother used to make tumaks. She worked on the foxskin and made tumaks on her own. She did not use the skins other people processed, and she had her own style. Tumaks made of foxskin did not grow bare, and they are soft. They prearrange the conditions which premature babies grow in, and then they are put in a tumak and are hung high on the top of the lattice. In Kazakh people's life, a yurt is not only a home, but also a sacred relic. A shanrak, a roof of a yurt, is a symbol of unity. A kirigia, or wooden lattice, and a uik, poles, are associated with collaboration and living as a community. Putting a baby in a tumak is a custom like this. From this very tradition, one can see love and care of Kazakh people towards their generation.
Бір ғана кішкене рәсімнің өзінде халықтың түрлі дүниетанымы, түрлі қасиеті жатыр.
This small-scale custom covers the people's different outlooks on life and features. Here, all concepts as the owner of the family, the role of fathers, a mother's role, the children's future and closeness with nature, and respect for nature, generation, responsibility for the future are integrated to form the core of this custom. This means that the value of our Kazakh traditions, customs, and common rules has an idea that will be revealed as the years go by.
Құндылығы ол заман өткен сайын ашыла беретін үлкен мағынаға мәнге толы дегенді ұғымды.
The customs as Etekke, salu, bauriga, basu are included in the traditions dedicated to a mother and a child. The overall goal of the nomads' tradition is unity and harmony. Many of the traditions of our ancestors were grouped according to this requirement. During this period, when a child goes through the development stages and becomes an adult, our ancestors paid much attention at unity. Traditions as Etekke, salu, and bauriga, basu our nation's wealth appearing due to these aims. In ancient times, people did not hurt a woman who couldn't give birth to a baby and did not affect their social status and did not narrow her place in a family. And this situation was solved with great wisdom and common sense. Huge consistency. They had their own way of increasing unity and harmony within a family. One of the customs of the tradition is Etekke atkizu, carrying out in a skirt of a mother adopting a child. This means that a baby was given by birth by a mother who was adopting a child and was fed with her breast milk. In ancient times, this idea of swearing an oath was sacred. No one broke his oath. A man who broke his oath was called cursed. It is one of the worst words that Kazakhs have. There are two bad words, cursed and ill-mannered. To avoid hearing these two hard words, Kazakhs followed all prohibitions. And one of them is Etekke atkizu, carrying out in a skirt. When a child grows so that he can hold things in his hand, they cut 2-year-old sheep and give a thigh bone to a child. This means that he or she is a child of this house. The child who eats a thigh bone of this house is considered as an heir of this family. Our Kazakhs followed this tradition, stood by their words, and kept an oath. Therefore, the words, as this is a child of that man, was never said. The name of a child is never called, even he or she is their child. Or if a child was given to a brother-in-law, they gave another name to him.
Біздің қазақ осы салтты сақтаған, сертті сақтаған, антты сақтаған. Сондықтан еш уақыт анау ананың баласы деп айтылмаған. Ол өзінің баласы бола тұра, ол егер қайнағасының баласы болса, егер жолымен оның атын атамаған, оған басқаша ат қойған.
It is an unwritten law which is called the steppe law, preserved in the nation's culture and ingrained in its life principles. This is one of the sections of the steppe rules. Bauriga basu, take a child to one's breast, to put a child on the bottom of a skirt. For example, relatives and people regarded adopting a child of a brother or a close relative as a right choice for both a woman who didn't give birth and the one who adopted a child. This is not a crime and shame. On the contrary, this secret is kept by the whole village. They didn't humble a child as an orphan. They didn't abuse a mother as infertile. Even a child knew his or her origins, and trying to find out who his biological parents are was a crime in respect of dignity of a man. So this is a separate and peculiar custom of our nation's traditions.